Hi everyone! Welcome to Garden Bees, the channel where we explore simple and effective tips for growing plants at home. Today, I'll share a super fun and easy method to grow pumpkins right at home using a sack. If you're a fan of gardening, especially pumpkins, this video is a must-watch. Sounds exciting, right? Let's dive right in. Before diving into the details, let's take a moment to explore the amazing benefits of pumpkins. Not only are pumpkins a highly nutritious food, but they're also super easy to grow and care for. With their rich flavor and versatility, pumpkins can be transformed into a variety of delicious dishes like pumpkin soup, pumpkin bread, or even unique desserts. Packed with high levels of vitamin A, vitamin C, and fiber, pumpkins are great for your eyesight, support digestion, and boost your immune system. Growing your own pumpkins at home not only saves money, but also brings joy through the process of nurturing and harvesting. Plus, it's a great way to make your living space greener and more connected to nature. So why not start today? Use a small space at home to grow a few pumpkin plants and enjoy the rewarding experience ahead. To grow pumpkins using sacks, we need to prepare the following materials. Number 1, sacks. You can use old sacks, but remember to choose the ones that are not torn. Number 2, soil. Clean, loose, and nutritious soil. Number 3, pumpkin seeds. Can be purchased at a nursery or harvested from ripe pumpkins. Number 4, water. To water the plants. Number 5, fertilizer. You can use organic fertilizer to increase the nutrients for the plants. Now, let's take the steps to grow pumpkins together. First, you need to prepare the sack. Make a few small holes in the bottom of the sack to help water drain easily. This is very important to avoid waterlogging for the plant. Next, pour about 2/3 of the prepared soil into the sack. Remember that the soil must be compacted to create firmness for the plant later. Once prepared, sow the seeds into the soil. You can sow 2 to 3 seeds in each sack. The depth of the seeds is about 2 to 3 centimeters is ideal. After sowing, cover with a thin layer of soil. Water gently to keep the soil moist. Remember not to overwater to avoid damaging the seeds. Place the sack in a place with at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight per day. To grow pumpkins well, you need to take care of them regularly. Here are some simple but very important things I want you to pay attention to. First is watering. Water regularly to keep the soil moist. But don't let the soil get too wet, because it can easily cause the roots to become waterlogged. Second is fertilizing. After about 2 to 3 weeks of planting, you can add organic fertilizer. This fertilizer will help the plant have enough nutrients to grow stronger. Finally, check the plant regularly. We need to monitor the plant for signs of pests and diseases. If you find anything unusual, handle it immediately to protect the plant in time. Taking care of the plant is not too difficult. Just need a little patience and attention. Just try it. The pumpkin will definitely grow quickly and produce beautiful fruit. After about 3 to 4 months of care, your pumpkins will start to ripen. When they turn a deep yellow and the stem has dried up, that's the perfect time to harvest them. Ripe pumpkins are not only beautiful, but also delicious and nutritious. You can turn your pumpkins into a variety of tasty dishes, like sautéed pumpkin, refreshing pumpkin soup, or even bake a fragrant pumpkin pie for the whole family to enjoy. And if you don't use them all right away, no worries, you can store your pumpkins for later. Cooked pumpkins can be used in many other dishes, like smoothies, desserts, or even as ingredients in baked goods. Harvesting and enjoying pumpkins that you grew yourself will give you a sense of satisfaction, saving money while providing your family with clean, safe food.
Tools in hand, the breeze calls near. The earth sustains us year by year. Every blossom, a labor's prize. Gardening's the truth where passion lies. The earth smiles, the wind sings, the leaves tell tales of endless things. Oh, garden on, with hearts aglow, watch the seeds of life take root and grow. Spread love wide to skies and ground. Care for each sprout, life's beauty's found. Through storms and rain, we'll stand so free. Leaves still whisper to you and me. Oh, garden on.
And that's it. We've completed the process of growing pumpkins at home using a sack. It's simple and fun, right? I hope this video has provided you with useful knowledge and inspired you to start growing your own at home. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming gardening videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck with your pumpkin growing and a bountiful harvest.
Oh, garden on, plant seeds of trust. Through toil and care, we'll reap what's just. From our hands, life's blooms appear. Gardening's the song that draws us near. The earth smiles, the sun shines. Together with the greens, our hearts entwine.
If you are a fan of fruit and vegetable juices, you must have heard about the wonderful health benefits of celery juice. But if you have never tried it, watch this video to explore and get acquainted with the world of celery. Right now, Garden Bees wants to share with you 3 methods of growing celery at home, so that you can easily choose the method that best suits your needs and conditions. You can start from seeds, use available seedlings, or reuse discarded plant stumps. Each method has its own advantages and will help you have delicious celery plants. Let's explore each method with garden bees right now. Number 1. Growing celery from seed. Growing from seed is a great way to go if you want complete control over the process from the start. Start by planting celery seeds in potting soil, then care for them until they sprout and the seedlings grow. This is a great option if you want to experiment with different celery varieties and experience the growing process from the ground up. Number 2. Growing from seedlings. If you want to have celery plants quickly, growing from ready-made seedlings is a great option. You can buy seedlings from seed stores, or you can start them before planting, then transfer them to larger containers or pots. This method saves you time and gives you a quick harvest, and the seedlings are usually already well cared for when you buy them. Number 3. Growing celery from discarded roots. An economical and effective method to get new celery plants is to use celery roots. After purchasing celery, take it home and cut the roots. You can plant the roots directly in soil or soak them in water until you see new roots growing. Once the roots form, transfer the roots to potting soil. This method not only saves money but also makes the most of the remaining parts of the plant, providing a sustainable and environmentally friendly way to grow it. Thank you for watching the video on how to grow celery. Hopefully today's sharing will help you feel more confident in growing and caring for celery at home. If you find the video useful, please click like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive notifications when there are new videos. Wish you success and have green celery plants in your garden. See you in the next video.
In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips on how to grow a ton of sweet potatoes in a pallet like this. Let's get started. In our subtropical climate, sweet potatoes are one of the few vegetables that you can grow all year round, unlike regular potatoes, which can only be grown at certain times. Did you know that sweet potatoes are not related to potatoes? In fact, they are a member of the morning glory family, a climbing plant that is more famous for its flowers than its tubers. I don't know about you, but in my group, morning glory means something completely different. But let's not talk about that. However, we've been growing sweet potatoes for over a decade, and I've only seen them flower a handful of times. But we don't grow sweet potatoes for their flowers. And although the leaves are edible and can be used like spinach, We mainly grow this wonderful and easy-to-grow plant in our backyard for its delicious and nutritious tubers. Tip number 1. Propagation. Here is a sweet potato cutting that I have been growing in a pot for about 3 or 4 weeks. Some popular sweet potato varieties include white skin with white flesh, purple flesh, and 2 others, orange flesh and red or purple skin with white flesh. I haven't noticed much of a difference in flavor between the orange sweet potato varieties and these white flesh varieties, except that the orange ones may be a little smaller and the white flesh with red or purple flesh varieties tend to root better, which is what I get. There are many ways to start new sweet potato plants. You can use a whole sweet potato like this. This is how we start growing sweet potatoes. Just buy one from the store and plant it in the garden bed. It will spread quickly. You can also start growing a sweet potato in a pot and then plant it out when it grows well, or put a sweet potato in a container or glass with a little water, and after about a month it will sprout from many places. Then you can harvest what they call cuttings, which are like cuttings to form many new plants. Sweet potato cuttings are very easy. You can plant them directly in the garden and water them well. They will root and grow well. Or put the cuttings in a pot of soil and they will grow quickly. If we need new propagation materials, we just plant the cuttings in pots and plant them where we want, such as recyclable items like old tires, sacks. Tip number 2. Planting. You can grow sweet potatoes in raised beds or in containers. I think sweet potatoes are easy to grow, but in some climates like ours, subtropical, they grow so well that they are difficult to control. This vigorous growth habit is something to consider if you plan to grow sweet potatoes with other plants. Sweet potatoes grow best in full sun, but can also grow well in light shade. In cool or cold climates, grow sweet potatoes as an annual during the hottest part of the year. You can let the sweet potato vines climb a trellis or spread across a garden bed. If you have a large enough garden, let the sweet potato vines spread, as they are a good weed suppressant, and growing them on a trellis can provide unnecessary shade for other plants. An important tip is to let the sweet potato vines spread, allowing them to take root elsewhere and develop tubers, which will yield more tubers. Tip number 3. Loose soil. Soil will compact over time, so make sure it is loose and rich in organic matter. Soil that is waterlogged will create over-fertilization will result in lots of leaf growth on the top, but not many tubers. Loose soil with plenty of nutrient-rich organic matter is the best way to start growing sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes tend to grow close to the surface, but hard soil can also kill the plant, and it is susceptible to pests and diseases. Tip number 4. Pest control. Worms are not usually a big problem for sweet potatoes, but animals and some insects like slugs and stem borers can affect sweet potatoes. Don't worry about grasshoppers or caterpillars eating and damaging the leaves. You can use an organic chewing insect spray and just spray it on the leaves, but 99% of the time, the plant will survive well even with heavy insect damage. Sweet potatoes are one of the most pest-resistant plants and can be grown in the same location for several consecutive seasons. Tip number 5. Harvesting. You need to choose the right time to harvest. It takes at least 4 to 6 months to harvest sweet potatoes, depending on the climate and the variety of sweet potato you grow. During this process, make sure the sweet potato plants get enough water and sunlight. A good sign that they are ready is when the leaves start to turn yellow and dry. When you see this sign, get your gardening tools ready to harvest. When harvesting, carefully dig up the potatoes with a small hoe, gently lifting the soil around them so as not to break or scratch the skin. Try to avoid using too much force because potatoes are fragile. If you have done everything right, your reward will be plump, brightly colored sweet potatoes. After harvesting, you should leave the sweet potatoes in a cool, dry place to dry naturally. This will enhance the flavor and preserve them for a longer period of time. I recommend that you do not wash the potatoes immediately. Just shake off the dirt and leave them in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight for a few days. This process is called curing the potatoes and is very important because it helps heal small scratches on the potato skin, while enhancing the flavor and extending the storage time. After being cured, the sweet potatoes will have a firmer skin, retain moisture better, and you can use them for many days. If you want to preserve sweet potatoes for a long time, after they have been cured and dried, store them in a cool, dark, and temperature-controlled space. Avoid storing potatoes in the refrigerator because the cold temperature can damage their natural structure and position. You can store potatoes in wooden crates, bamboo crates, or cloth bags to help them breathe well, keeping them from steaming. With careful care, your sweet potatoes can stay fresh for many months, and you will always have the ingredients available to prepare dishes. Finally, enjoy the sweet fruits of your labor. Sweet potatoes can be prepared in many different ways: roasted, soft, crispy, or even made into attractive desserts such as sweet potato pie or pudding. The delicious flavor and rich nutrients from your homegrown sweet potato flours will definitely make your meals more special and memorable. Wishing you wonderful culinary experiences and joy from your garden. Thank you for watching this video. I hope my sharing will help you have a bumper sweet potato season and preserve the potatoes in the most effective way. Remember, gardening is not only a job but also a joy, an act to connect with nature and enjoy the fruits of your efforts. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Wish you a happy and energetic gardening day.
Sow seeds in the ground, see the joy spread. Sprouts, sprouts, greet the new day of blooming. Hands covered in mud, heart filled with excitement. Plant trees with your own hands, add a green color. Plant cool trees, life becomes more joyful. Bright smiles, filled with love. Plant today, see the sprouts tomorrow. Take care of the big trees, add green to our life. Every morning at dawn, watch the trees grow. Hear the birds chirping like a familiar greeting. Garden together each day becomes more meaningful. Live green every day, full of vitality. Every morning at dawn, watch the trees grow. Hear the birds chirping like a familiar greeting. Garden together each day becomes more meaningful. Live green every day, full of vitality.